A couple of years ago, I made a blog post where I installed Mautic on a Raspberry Pi, and I said anything can be run on a Raspberry Pi. And I also made this comment that you can have anything running Doom, but at that time I didn't think that it might be actually possible. So there is a plugin now which is gonna let you run Doom inside Mautic, and I don't mean just embed some kind of JavaScript or Java and run Doom like that, but actually Mautic managing the whole process. So in today's video, I'm gonna show you how to install it, how to play it, and I hope you will have also fun with this. Okay, so I have here a fresh install of Mautic, and first thing what we're gonna do is we're gonna install the Doom plugin and download the game itself. So let's go back to our console, and here first I'm gonna install the game because that's a prerequisite, and it has to be in user local bin, and we have to make a folder called Doom game. Very important. And then we're gonna look up the Doom itself. So this is the open source version. I'm gonna put the link in the comments, and we're gonna have to download it from here. So I will just copy this and then download the game itself like this. So you can have it in the Doom master folder. It doesn't matter because it's gonna detect all kind of versions. So if you have multiple versions here, like you can add Doom 2 as well, it's also fully playable. Okay, so let's install our plugin now. So I'm going to do to plugins, and I'm gonna download the Mautic plugin here. So okay, right now I just added it to my own Mautic. I'm going to share the link also in the notes, and let's unzip it. Mautic Doom bundle. Okay, and of course we have to refresh the cache and make sure that our files are belonging to the right user. So in my case it's www data. It's a standard plugin installation. It takes a little bit longer time as usually, probably because it's also parsing the game what we just downloaded. I didn't figure it out. It takes really long time to refresh the cache, but once it's done, you're good to go. Okay, so this is done. Let's go to our plugin folder, and let's see if a new plugin loads. Yes, it did load, and it's also enabling itself, so you can start playing right away. So how is this really happening? Let me show you a couple of things which are very important. So let's just run this. From now on, you have an extra command here. So let's run the command. So that's bin console, and then Doom run. I think. Sorry, then run Doom. That makes sense. Right, so as you can see, it says all the game files are executed. Doom is running 1856 frames per second. So that's a very important thing, because you want to run your Doom every minute, which is 60 seconds. And if you're working with 30 frames per second, then it should be around 1600. So if I would run it again, it's gonna be around 1800, sorry, not 1600, so around 1800. That's very important that you are always running it at the right pace. I am executing this actually every minute, so your Doom is running very smooth in the background. But it's not actually running on the screen for you, but it's running on the background, so the interactions are a little bit tricky, and I'm gonna show you also how that's done. But let's see first what kind of options we have. Let's move myself here. Okay, so what's very important is that you can set the difficulty level, but difficulty 1. 0 is too easy. I think I usually play on Hurt Me Plenty. That's the normal level. Of course, you can try Nightmare. I think it's pretty much unplayable with this way. You can also run the cheats if you're using cheat code. I recommend IDDQD. That's gonna help you to have unlimited ammo and so on. You can also use custom maps if you download it from the open source version. The refinery is the default, but you can switch to any custom map here. You can even create your own. That's really up to you. And you can use custom textures. Try out the Barbie one. It's a lot of fun. And you can also reset the game for all the contacts with the reset contact switch. So let me show you how the game actually works and what are the other prerequisites if you want to play it. So the number one thing is we have to create certain assets inside of Mautic in order this to be playable. So one thing is you have to create a form here, which you have to create, which has to be a campaign form, and you have to call it Doom Game. This is like this actually, because otherwise it's not going to be recognized. This is very important. And you have to add the email. Who is this running for? So in my case, it can be email. It's connected to email. That's fine. And I'm going to create here the controls. So basically how the game is running is that you punch into a form what you want to do, like which keyboard actions you want to do, and it's going to run in the background for you, but you only see a snapshot after 1 minute what really happened. So how cool is that? Well, it's like, you just speak for one second in a minute and then try to do the game like that. So if you're a hardcore gamer, this should not be a problem for you, right? So let me create this. You have to call this action 1, like this. This is very important. Only this is recognized. You don't have to connect with a custom field because it's running in a form. Okay, I'm gonna do all 8 actions. You can do 8 actions, not because it's 8-bit. Yeah, it's a common mistake. It's not an 8-bit game. It's actually a 16-bit game. But for some reason, only 8 actions can be performed. So it's a little bit slower pace, but I guess that's okay. So let me create all 8 actions. Okay, so I created all the 8 actions. These are just text fields. These are the commands what you will actually execute while playing the game. You don't need to, like, this is done. Okay, so let's save it. What's very important is that you don't need to have anything here, so you can remain at the form. I'm gonna place this in a landing page. So I'm gonna do a simple blank landing page. It doesn't really matter. So I'm just gonna call this Doom Game, and the form will refresh from here. You can call it whatever you want. Oops, which form was this? So it was form number 5. This I can delete. I'm just calling it Doom Game. It's not mandatory. You can call it anything you want. Love this builder. And here we're gonna add curly brackets. Okay, it doesn't let me. It's a new thing that Loom doesn't let me save things. So you can call this Doom Game. Okay, oh sorry, this is form equals 5. Okay, like this, and that's pretty much enough. It's gonna load this. We're gonna call this Doom Game, and the rest will be auto-generated. Save. So let's see how it looks. Perfect. So this is great. So this is how we're gonna play the game. Now the next thing what we have to do is create a email. So this email can be any kind of simple email. It has to be a template email. I hope I created a template for, yeah, okay. So create a template email, and in this template email we have to do the new custom fields. What we getting, internal name will be Doom Game as well. And here we're gonna create, it's gonna be your game. Doesn't matter what you call it. The most important thing is to have the right this has to be contact field equals Doom Game, and then you can have a link here on the bottom just to make the person's life easier, which is pointing at the this landing page. So in that case that would be number 3. So I'm gonna go back to emails, Doom Game, and I'm going to add here a link just like this, and I'm gonna call this keep playing, doesn't matter what you call it, and here we're gonna point at page link equals 3, and this is gonna bring back the person back to the previous page, so you can always, you know, go to the next you know, screens, basically to the next events of the game. Okay, so that's basically it with the campaign. Super important. You have to go here, and I'm gonna call this Doom game. You know, this is basically the mandatory name. You cannot change this. If you change it, it's not gonna work. So I'm gonna choose my form, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send this email. That's my Doom game email. I want to send it immediately. Don't have waiting. You know, you don't want to die because it's too slow. Okay, make it transactional, so make sure it inboxes, and you don't have to do any looping here. But what is very important, publish and allow contacts to restart the campaign. So if you play it, it always restarts, and always, you know, with the next Doom game event, it's gonna just, you know, like roll all the time. Okay, so let's do our first event. I mean, our first to start the game. So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna fill this out. So I'm gonna have my email here, and let's fill out the action. So when you start the game, well, actually, I can show you how it looks when you just start it. I can submit this. So we're just standing there by the entrance. So let's look at it. I send this out. Make sure that I'm running the game. Let's see what happens. Email. So this is how the first email looks like. Well, this is how a game starts usually in Doom. So we need to keep playing. I'm gonna a little bit move forward, but not too much. Let's do a little bit like this. So it's the ASDW is the a little bit forward. Okay, let's send this. Need to progress the game. This is normally would be running every minute, but this way, you know, I can speed it up. Okay, so this was the first one. I got the new one. So you see, I moved a little bit forward. So let's do some walking around here and try to do the shooting and you know, everything which is connected with the game. So I'm gonna go back to keep playing. So let's do here, as far as I remember, we need to go a little bit forward, then we're gonna go right, and then we go to, I think there was some kind of armors. Let's see the result. So I'm gonna execute the game again. Okay. Yes, so let's pick up this armor. So we're gonna go a little bit forward, and then we're gonna turn around. So I do D, 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 and let's go back to where we came from. And got the new email, so let's show this. Yeah, so the good thing is that some doors are opening by themselves. So I'm gonna go back, and I think here we have to turn left. So I'm gonna go here a little bit to the front and then turn left, and there will be a monster somewhere. So I hope that the shooting, like this, and I hope that the shooting will be also fine. Okay, got one new message. Oh yeah, so now we have this guy here. It's very important that you shoot as soon as possible, otherwise you're gonna start to, you know, obviously he was already shooting at us, so we have to shoot back as fast as possible. And here you better do the 1 minute window. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shoot right away. That's with the E. I don't know, I'm gonna do 3 shots, try to go in front of him, turn around, and yeah, and then just go further in the corridor, and let's hope that we kill him. Okay, let's go back, wait for the email. Okay, there is a new message. So we did shoot him and we went forward. Like I said, this is amazing. So far everything is working out. So let's go to the next corridor quickly, and I think there we're gonna meet our first monster. I'm gonna just scoop up these things, and let's go left and right. I'm just gonna shoot one and then turn left and straight. Somewhere there, I don't remember what's in that room. I hope not a monster either way, but let's see. Back, and let's wait for the next screenshot. This is always exciting to wait, you know what's gonna happen. So let's see. I understand it's definitely slower pace than the real Doom, but you know, that's the best we can get out of Mautic, and I think it's good that we are pushing the limits and really prove that everything is possible. So a younger generation, younger than me. Ooh, this is the next one. I'm really curious what's gonna happen. So there is a new event happening here. So what I was gonna say, younger generation is for sure likes the faster pace, like real-time things, but you know, me being almost 50, I think I really enjoy this slower pace that you don't exactly know what's happened. And yeah, Mautic is perfect for that. So let's see what happened here. Ah, no, you see, this is the worst, when you just run into this toxic thing and you die. So this is the last thing I wanted to do. But anyway, that's game over for me. So please try the game. I hope you enjoy it. Maybe install some other games and play with Mautic the same way like Doom. Well, this is a really hard way to play Mautic. I hope you liked this video and you had at least so much fun watching it like I had making it. Usually I'm dealing with a lot more serious stuff, so if you're interested in anything connected with Mautic, come to my website joeykeller.com. Otherwise, just push the subscribe button. Some really exciting series of plugin tests are coming up. See you in 2 weeks.